Hi, baddies. Welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Welcome in, welcome in. I am so glad all of you are here for this very special pick a card. We're going to be doing another channeling message from Lilith. This one is going to be all about what is blocking you. And if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so wonderful to have you. I hope you will stick around. And I want to shout out to all my subscribers and members. It's wonderful to connect to your energy. And I am so, so glad you all are here. I want to thank you for all of your generosity, resources, friendship, and beautiful energy that you bring to the channel. So thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Now, as you see, there are no cards. So this is going to be a pop-up pick a card. I haven't done one of these in a while, and Lilith guided me to do this. So we're going to do a pop-up pick a card. So how it works is I take a deck. She guided me to this deck, Shadows of Darkness Oracle deck. We're going to shuffle this deck up, and the cards that either pop out or I'm directed to pull will be the cards for each group. Okay? So we're just going to shuffle the deck up, and we're going to take one for each group. All right. Okay. Here we go. One more good shuffle. One more? Okay. All right. Here we go. Group 1. What is blocking group 1? What is blocking group 1? Okay, this card. No? Okay. What is blocking group 1? What's blocking group 1? What is blocking group 1? Okay. All right. I'm going to take the one that's face down. It is elevate. Trust your gut. Reach out to those you enjoy spending time with to elevate your energy. I don't know how well you can see that, but I'm just going to hold it like, there you go. I think that's better. Elevate. I'll show them all to you one more time. Okay. My group 2. What is blocking my group 2? Get this one. Well, okay. What is blocking my group 2? What is blocking my group 2? What is blocking my group 2? Blocking my group 2. We have stuck 2, the number 2. What or who is keeping you stuck? Living authentically is what gives life meaning. Be aware of your value. Remember to lean into what is important and to live honestly and fully. And there is stuck. And I'll show them to you one more time. Okay, group 3. What is blocking my group 3? What is blocking my group 3? What is blocking my group 3? Whew. Okay, what's blocking my group 3? Okay. Okay, we have flight 39. To free yourself, try changing the environment you're in. If you take action to help yourself, you can begin to take flight. And that is group 3. Okay. Let's try them one more. Oops. One more time. It's too wide. Okay. Y'all behave. Okay, group 1 is elevate. Group 2 is stuck. Okay. And group 3 is flight. All right, so I will insert a little photo. You guys can pause on it. And take some time to see which group you're drawn to. If you are drawn to more than one group, there's probably going to be more than one message here for you. And my readings sometimes blend into each other. Okay. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 1, all of you that selected Elevate, this is going to be your reading with a message from Lilith. We'll be channeling Lilith on what is blocking you, and you selected the Elevate card, number 13, lucky number 13. And this card talks about if something feeds off or if it feels off or looks too good to be true, trust your gut. Reach out to those who know your worth, remember who you are, and elevate your energy. What's blocking you is you don't trust yourself, and you don't honor your worth. You let people treat you less than what you're worth, and you accept less than what you're worth on a consistent basis. Why do you do this? You want for more, you work for more, you work very hard, and you give oh so much, and you get so little in return, and you wonder why things aren't popping for you. You wonder why you just can't seem to make things happen because you don't know your worth. You treat yourself as less than. And that's what you get from your relationships. You may say that's not true. Yes, it is. You participate in the self-delusion that you could be less than by having people in your life who treat you as less than. You participate in this nightmarish game that you, a divine creature, are less than. Do you understand me now? So why do we do that, group 1? Why do you do this? Lack of love, werewolf, change. Lack of love, lack of light, lack of care, choice, Valkyrie. Lack of understanding, rest, hypnos. It feels like with these cards, almost there is, like the words don't mean as much as the images do right now. Yes, people can change on a dime. They can. And you know that. So you choose a safer road at times in everything. The road where you think you will be less destroyed. The road is less. The road is less everything. It's less love, less fulfilling, less wholeness, less money, less everything, less value, less experience, because it feels safer. But honestly, you walk on the edge of a collapsing building. There ain't nothing safe about what you're doing, my dear. You got to make a choice. You got to stand up. You got to know that you are worthy of so much more than the bullshit that you accept as factual in your life. And I know the world is a crazy place. We have a lot of energy that's very chaotic right now. But these times are not about clinging to the old. It's time to change to the something new. You got to let the shit go that no longer serves and never did. How dare you think less of yourself? Well, I understand if you grew up this way. I understand the world always telling you that you are nothing, that you are less. But don't you think there's a reason that happens? Don't you think there's a reason why people, and it seems like the system, the world keeps making you small? Because you're not. You are not small. Are you battle worn? Yes. Are you already tired? Yes. But you are not small or insignificant. That is a lie. And that is knowing your worth. That's the beginning of understanding that you are the spark of the divine. Your consciousness, your connection. There is no one like you. And don't let anyone tell you different. You vibrate at your own unique frequency that you need to elevate. Because you're stuck. You've been stuck in this cycle, this pattern of this repetition of you not being enough, people treating you badly, and you turning the other cheek and forgiving them, which can be beautiful, but it also can be what? Abusive, emotionally twisted, for people to do that to you over and over because they don't value you. I had to get a drink and I didn't want to turn the camera off. Listen, there comes a time in everyone's life where they have to choose to overcome their blocks. And you have to make a conscious choice that you are not going to allow this shit anymore in your life. You cannot become the highest vibrational self that you want to be when you're in these horrific patterns where people take advantage of your good heart. You have to be the guardian of your good heart. You're a good person. You're a lovely being. And you deserve better. Family, friend, business, whatever it is. And it may be all of them. It may be in a personal relationship. It may be in your love relationship. It may be in a place that's really going to hurt. Because you're going to start to have to do what? Boundaries. That's right, baby. My sweet, sweet baby. And it's hard, isn't it? It is. It's tough. Because you want to be loved. Because you don't feel that love when they say they love you, do you? And so you give, because you just think, if I could just give more and they could be more loving, I would feel it. No, because you're numb. Your heart chakra is numb. You got to fix that. You got to fix that block. You don't feel it. You don't feel the love because your heart chakra is broken. Your heart is broken. My dear, who broke this heart? How many thousands of years is this heart wound? It's old, isn't it? You've been going along all this time, trying so hard to fill up this hole in your heart. See, the thing about these kind of wounds, no matter the flavor, is that it takes time. And it takes the right combination for you to fix it. And you can't keep giving outwardly and never giving within to yourself, truly. When you start giving truly to yourself, there's a lot of feelings that happen, the ones you're avoiding. You can't feel these things because you're not in your feelings. You're emotionally distant. If you cry all the time, your emotions are overstimulated. Either way, there's emotional, and I'm not a doctor. Okay, I'm just a woman with a gift and I'm sharing it with you. But there's some kind of emotional twisting here. Not really connecting with the truth of the emotion. Avoidance. You got to feel those emotions. You got to heal this wound. You got to stop working so hard for love. Because you don't have to work to earn love. You don't have to be a certain way to be loved. Hear me. You don't have to be perfect to be loved. You deserve love the way you are. You deserve nice things, okay? You deserve the nice things you do for other people. Listen, example, okay? If you are baking cakes and cookies and cooking for other people, I need you to do it for yourself. And I'm serious. I'm totally serious. You make yourself your favorite meal, not for other people, but for yourself. Would you buy someone their special drinks, but not yourself? Buy yourself the special drinks. Do for yourself. You want the shoes? Buy the shoes. You want to go to the park and you never have time, or the beach, or fishing, or to plant the flowers. Do it. Read the book. Do the things for yourself. Be nice to you. Do for you what you've been doing for everyone else. Heal yourself. Fill your own cup. Fill your own cup. Life can be very beautiful. I need another drink. Hang on. This is a big obstacle because no matter how hard you work, no matter your focus and your will, if you don't believe that you can rise, if you don't have a good sense of self-value, it's very hard to achieve. It's very hard to overcome. It's very hard to get where you want to go. This is the kind of obstacle that weighs you down. It's added weight. It's not on top of you. It literally weighs you down. And you have to cut it loose. And it will sneak back up on you. It's complicated because it has to do with many layers of self. Fear of success. Fear of being seen, right? Fear we're not good enough. Fear our talent isn't good enough. We don't deserve it, right? Poverty issues, right? Addiction issues. There's so much wrapped up into this thing. Some of you you want to be loved so desperately, yet you don't love yourself. And you got to start at home with you and yourself. You got to, there's some things sometimes we've done in life that we're not proud of, and we think we have to forgive ourselves, right? Everybody says, forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself. Listen, sometimes we have to just sit with acceptance. We have to say, yeah, I did that thing. I'm not proud of it. And I accept that I did it. And we have to move on. Sometimes I think we get stuck in trying to forgive. And we get stuck there for years. And I feel like we can accept and know that we can dog-ear that page and go back. It doesn't have to hinder us or block us. The block is staying there. Acknowledging that I can only forgive you up to this point. I can only forgive myself up to this point. So I accept that and I move on. And I can come back to this. Like it'll be here later, you know. And it feels like this block, it really has colored a lot of your relationships, your work, the way, like even like the clothes you pick out. It's colored everything. It hasn't allowed you to be truly who you are. Because you judge yourself from other people's view, through the gaze of other people. So you've never really seen yourself, or if you have, you've been ashamed of what you have seen. There's shame here. It's a block. And the thing is, I feel like some of you guys have been really taken advantage of in the area of love. And that's financially, like you've been financially, taken advantage of. And that energy that you give needs to be pulled back into self. And I know some of you will not listen to me because the desperation for love is so great. The thing is that if you continue, those of you who are here, if you continue to behave this way, you are going to continue to attract people who are not good for you, who have addiction problems, who have all sorts of issues that will not be good for you. And eventually, you're going to come to a crossroads situation. So it's better to pull back and stop feeding your addiction of having to give and give and give and relive the pattern. Love yourself first. Make a vow to yourself that you're not going to put your needs below other people, except for your kids and things like that. You know what I'm saying? That you're going to hold yourself accountable and in that way take care of yourself. And that means eat right, sleep. Take care of yourself because you matter. And you may say, how does that, how does that make me value yourself? You watch. You start watching what you eat. And I mean in a health way. Eat vitamins and minerals in your food. Drink water. Get sleep. Go out for a walk. Get a hobby. Watch how you begin to value yourself differently. You begin to look at the world differently. The time you invest so much time and energy into other people, take that time and put it into you. Find out what you like. Stop giving those precious chunks of yourself away. And, I say this when I talk about this kind of stuff, I always tell people, and when you are working through this block and you start pulling your energy back, because that's what you're doing. When you start doing these actions and you stop doing so much for other people, people will notice. And honey, they're not going to like it. They're not going to like it. And they're going to make you feel bad. Okay? They're going to make you feel guilty. And that's where your boundaries are going to have to come into play. If you waffle, if you give in, the pattern starts again. So don't give in. Don't give in. Hold your ground, okay? It doesn't mean you can't say yes to some things, but for a while, you need some TLC. Some of you guys need to go to a movie all by yourself and buy yourself some popcorn. Some of you guys need to go on some walks with nature by yourself. We have reveal. Express the real you. That's where you're headed to. That's where you're going. More of the truth of you is going to come through. And it's through this time spent investing more in yourself. Expressing and investing more time. You're going to find more truths about you. It's going to elevate your energy. You're going to have like a glow up. An inner revolution. We have blush. Love is blossoming or blooming. I feel like this is radical self-love. And once you get here, you never go back, okay? We have fly. Be free to know you are loved. This process, this block being released by you actively loving on yourself, embracing the truth of yourself, finding more and more things that you're drawn to and you like, being kind, being compassionate to yourself. It can be very hard if you have never done this, okay? And a lot of us haven't, all right? You're going to find that your connections with people who really do care about you and stay through your changes, through your authenticity, your feelings of love with them will increase because you'll be able to feel their love. It's a wonderful thing. You'll be able to feel how deeply they care for you, and you'll be able to feel how deeply you care for them. It's not just the bad emotions you'll feel. You'll start to feel the good ones. You'll start to feel the warm and compassionate energy. And it may feel very strange because you seem to be so cut off from some of this because you've had so much pain. You'll be able to feel the good in your interpersonal relationships. You'll also be able to feel when things are off, and you'll feel it in your heart chakra. You'll feel it in the depths of your soul. This is like a soul healing, overcoming this block. And it can be revolutionary in your life, but it can take time. And you have to absolutely be patient with yourself. And, you know, this can take a couple of years to do. Now, for some of you, you know, you're walking through this now. For some of you, you're about to. But know this is a path of self-love. This is a path of self-evolution, radical self-acceptance. It really is leading you to a path of happiness. It is profound change. And some of you have been at this and you're about to actually elevate or ascend into greater consciousness, and your outward appearance will be affected. Okay? People will be able to tell by looking at you there's been some change. Also by your behavior, because your patience for bullshit is negative 100. That's where you're going. Like, you just can feel when things are off and you don't have time for it anymore. I feel like your compassionate self, your nurturing self remains, okay, but is highly protected and is given to those whom always seem to appreciate it, and those that didn't, well, there may be some teaching sessions involved. You may have to teach some people how to treat you. And the ones that don't learn, well, maybe they need a primer class. Maybe they need in-school suspension. I don't know. That's up to you. All right. Oh, you go, group one. You go get them. All right. All right, that is what I received for you, Group 1. I hope this was an interesting reading. I really enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you, beautiful, magical baddies, on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, Group 2, all of you that selected Stuck number 2. This is going to be your reading, your message from Lilith about what is blocking you. What or who is keeping you stuck? Living unauthentically. This is so small on this card. It's ridiculous. What gives life meaning? Be aware of your value. Remember when to lean into what is important and to live honestly and fully. Honey, are you stuck? Do you feel stuck, beloved? I'm sorry. You know, the energy has just been just like fucking mud. It really has. And it's because we're in an energetic purging cycle, the planet. Okay, Gaia. Okay. She's doing a bang up job clearing her energy, but the density around the planet is high. That's why we're having all the Sherman residents has been popping off, because the energies around Gaia have been actively trying to help her heal. Okay. And so we're feeling it. We're feeling the high vibes. We're feeling all that. Okay. And then the density clearing. So high vibes coming in from the universe and the density coming off of Gaia, which we're a part of. You know, she is our mother physically. Our bodies come from her. We have right leg endurance, baby. Look at this creature. Hmm. Hmm. Why do I feel an anchor like energy? Like you've been anchored. Tell me more about this. I don't want that card. Tell me more. Tell the truth. Tell us true. Why is group 2 stuck? What is anchored group 2 so firmly? By the right leg. It seems to me you've had to endure a great deal, group 2. Okay, we have right hand, empathy. You feel so much. It's got you stuck. We can't have that. We can't have your gifts becoming your block. Now, the vessel that holds the voice, presence of Lilith, denied her gifts for many years, and it was difficult. And it takes a great deal of work to overcome that once you do those things, okay? Now, you also can get lost in your gift, especially when you have high empathy. And empathy is very much part of psychic ability. Empathy is feeling. And there's a scale of empathy. We have normal human empathy. You know, we feel bad when someone is sick. And then there's the powerful empathy that feels bad for human suffering to the point of feeling it physically or becoming some kind of symbol for that, or more grandiose kind of things, right? And somewhere in the middle of that is your energy, going back and forth, probably having times where you feel illness, you just feel overwhelmed with sickness. You may have a restless leg syndrome, although that's a real illness. Okay, seek help. All right. You may just have like some issues with your legs or something like that, your knees. You may also have issues with your hands. I feel like some of you guys, when you touch people, you may not immediately see or feel them, but when you pull away a few moments later, you start to get impressions. That's your empathy, okay? That's also psychic ability, okay? It's a little bit of a kind of a smudgy thing. It smudges together. People don't really talk about how it works, right? So you guys are stuck because there's confusion about your abilities. You overfeel for other people. And so for your own suffering, what it does, it allows you to push your own suffering kind of to the back, doesn't it? Right? So it's not personal. So you don't have to kind of deal with it. And then you over empathize with your abilities with other people. And the thing is, that stuff that you push back in the back corners of your mind, of your filing cabinets, whatever you want to call them, they just became your shadow work. Hold on, I need a drink. Hang on. Lilith doesn't want me to turn off the camera when I get a drink, so that's why that's happening. So, you may be stuck with money, with love. You may be stuck in a lot of ways because you're anchored. I see this leg grounding into the earth, but it's petrified. It's stuck. It's overstimulated by all the bullshit. And I understand that. I feel like I'm talking to a very petrified tree, so I feel like you are an ancient soul. I feel this energy coming in. You were invited to come here, and now that you're here, you're unsure. Like, well, why did I want to come here now? There is all of this empathy for humans, but I don't understand why they are so. Why do they hurt each other so badly all the time? Why do they hurt the planet? Why are they so cut off from each other? Why don't they know their history? I feel this ancient soul look out into the world in horror. I feel this ancient soul. I don't know if we can fix this. I don't know if it's too late. I'm not sure why I'm here anymore. I'm not sure if I care. It's as if an angel is ready to give up. It feels sad. It feels sorrow and the suffering. I feel that here, the grieving. It feels very old. It feels very tired. And it's not sure if it really wants to be reborn. Does it really want to transform? It's like the petrified tree has a chance to be renewed, but it's not sure if it wants to or not. It's not sure of anything anymore. I feel this ancient soul is lost in the sea of the mind of humanity. R1, master of the great hunt, authority, the hunt, natural balance. Okay, my dear, my ancient soul, I need you to get your human vessel connected to some nature as soon as possible. And if you say, well, I pet my cat all the time, I need you to get outside as it's safe, okay? Get some sunlight as it's safe. Get underneath a tree as it's safe. Get near some water. Grow a plant. Buy a plant if you can. But you are badly in need of the healing that only nature can provide you. You are an ancient soul, and connecting with the planet is going to bring you balance. And I mean putting your feet in the dirt. If you could grow something in the dirt, it would be good. It's going to help you. I understand that you have come in at a very difficult time. You have awakened at a very difficult time. And you're seeing extremely disturbing things. But you're here because humans are capable of some of the most wonderful things. And the experience of being human is unique. And you're here to experience being human. Okay? And you need to seek human experiences. Those human experiences will help you connect with why. Do you care? I don't feel that you know enough. Yes, you do. That's why you're here. Of course you do. It's just so you have woken up in a dystopia. Nightmare. Dystopian nightmare. Okay, this is it. Welcome to purgatory. And when you wake up in this level, it is alarming. It's jarring. And you doubt why you did this right now, in this moment. And that's okay. You're being real. You're being a human being. I applaud you for that. You're being just like a human being. Why did I do this? I don't understand. I don't remember why I'm doing this. Let's get some more cards. Let's get one more from this deck. Tell me more about this. Martyr, matron of the blind, honesty, shame, restitution. Oh, the mantle is heavy. It's hard. It feels it feels like a burden sometimes to be here because so many of us don't remember we're here to experience the good and the bad, the full balance. There are so many good things about being here. But in order to truly embrace this experience, you have to be honest with who you are, which a lot of people don't want to do that because it requires you to break some programming, right? Which causes you to kind of like have to, in a way, sacrifice your old life, your old self, because you don't remain your old self. When you start waking up like this, your old self falls away, and this new self emerges. That's part of how you get unstuck, is you realize that you're carrying burdens that aren't yours. These shackles around you that weigh you down, that have you fixed in this stuck energy. Sometimes you just have to let go. You have to choose to not absorb everything around you. You have to protect your energy from everything that doesn't serve you. You don't need to know and connect with everything in your environment all the time. Okay? It's not good for you. So, you have to learn how to control your gifts. You have to learn how to shield yourself and control your empathy and your psychic ability. It will help you get unstuck, especially when you learn how to focus it in a proper way where you're not picking up on every single thing. You will have more vitality. You will have more joy. Because you're not meant to pick up everyone's burdens, because you can't. No matter how ancient you are, that's not your call here in this life, to bear everyone's burdens. A lot of empaths, I think, they go through this process where they think, that's their job because they do it naturally. No, that's not your job. Your job isn't to pick up everyone's emotions and carry the baggage. No. You're a healer. Healer that transmutes energy into something else so it's released. You don't carry it. You're a transformer, an alchemist. You help people heal. But right now, you're carrying around so much density. You're stuck. Tell me more about my group 2. You can start guarding your energy by bubbling yourself. Build a bubble, a psychic bubble around you where you don't absorb anyone else's energy. You don't connect with anyone else's energy unless you actively do it. It's very simple. Work with that. We have enter at your own risk, pause. We have the invitation, yes. This one. Broken branch, heartache. One more. The forest, seeing the bigger picture. Okay. So here's the thing. Getting through this Let me move these up so you can see a little bit here. You can see the cards better. So this kind of feels like a process here. You need to be more aware of the energies around you and in your life, and more aware of how they influence you. You pick up on a lot of energy just being in the room with people. So you really need to bubble your energy. You need to wash your hands often. You need to cleanse your energy often, especially until you figure out what method of guarding your energy works best. I feel like this is coming up because your abilities are popping up and there's a stuck energy here. So, how you're going to get unstuck is you're going to guard your energy more. You're going to pay attention to the people around you. Okay, when you choose to kind of open up your energy to someone, pay attention to how they make you feel, how you feel after you have interacted with them. And that will tell you what you need to know about that situation. I feel like, and that's the yes. You will get pauses, you will get yeses. You're learning how to, you're interacting with your gift and making it stronger, and you're also learning about it. You're learning the yeses and the no's. You're learning the language of your gift, okay? Your personal language, your personal signs. Now, I feel like this anchor for you that I feel, there's a lot of heartbreak around that. And so there's a lot of healing that needs to happen. And you're a healer, okay? So that's kind of part of your job, is to heal this heartbreak, heal this anchored energy. And some of you have energy from other people. Some of you, this is your own energy as well. Okay. It just depends. You may be drawn to group 1. All right. Because there was some heart chakra stuff for group 1. So you may be drawn to that, because I feel that with the heartbreak here. But ultimately, for you guys, getting unstuck will really help you see the bigger picture in your life. And a lot of you haven't been able to do that because you've been stuck in other people's energy, other people's problems, and not really been able to focus on your own in a clear way. And you're going to have to actively pursue clearing your energy often. I feel like you guys have taken on so much energy that isn't yours. You're going to have to be really patient with this, and really work at it. And even like your close friends, you have to be careful, because some of you, I had to cough. Some of you guys have close friends who put their stuff on you. Okay. You have partners who put their stuff on you. And you have to be careful when people decompress, because there's a difference between talking and decompressing and people placing their stuff on you. When people place their stuff on you, it becomes your baggage, your anchor, and it becomes your problem, and you have to somehow release it, okay? So keep that in mind, because some of you guys have that going on, and it's part of this blockage you have. It's part of this block. I do think you guys will overcome this. It can take time. Learning your gift takes as long as it takes, and sometimes, it's a degree of removing the block, right? And, I do feel like where you're at is difficult, because you're seeing from a higher perspective and not understanding really what's going on here. And because it doesn't make sense what's going on here. It seems very self-defeating. But this is where we're at. And it is ancient souls like you who have come in to help. And as you see, it's needed. It's very much needed. And yes, you didn't get the presidential suite, okay? But, you know, you came in how you did for reasons. And getting control of your massive gifts in a vessel like this is difficult because there's a lot of nerves and feelings and things. So we talk about the vessel on the other side, how interesting it is. But when we get over here, we're like, oh man, it feels all these things. It feels the air in the room. It feels everything. It's weird, y'all. So give yourself a break. It's overstimulating just to be here to a lot of us. And then you get the whole world thing and personal thing, and it's just a big old overstimulating stew. So give yourself a break. Be kind to yourself. It's okay to be stuck. Don't think of yourself as stuck anymore. Okay? You're growing. You're awakening. You're becoming more and more aware as we speak. And you're aligning with your most authentic self and your highest possible manifestation. So these awarenesses have to be worked through. Your gifts have to be cultivated. And that's okay. It takes time. All right? Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting reading. I really enjoyed doing this one. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected flight, this is going to be your reading. I'll be channeling Lilith, and we'll be talking about what is blocking you with this flight card. All right, I'm going to put that right there. Let's pull some cards here. Tell me more about my group 3. What is blocking their flight? What is this energy I'm feeling for my group 3? What is blocking their flight? Keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. We have Angel of Divination. Tell me more. The bottom one. We have Angel of Death. Azrael. Let's give me one more of these. The bottom one. We have Angel of Night. What is blocking your flight? Child of Lilith. Dark Angel of Night. Let's pull from this deck right here. Tell me more. The Angel of Divination. Pull these. Okay. We have Anubis. arbiter of truth, preservation, neutrality, obligation. We have Vanith, caretaker of the lost, respite, assistance, memory. And we have Morgan Le Fay, the witch of ages, atonement, growth, deceit. The night feels so good, doesn't it? The darkness feels like home. Yet you are called to take flight out of the night from the places you have called home. Your magic, it's taking you towards the sunlight, towards the dawn. Be of good cheer, your sisters wait there. You're not alone. Aurora, your sister of the dawn, she waits for you there. The daughter of the sun, daughter of night. It's time for you to take flight and ascend into the sun. I feel resistance, understandably so. It's hard to know exactly when to go, when to rise, when to start the flight. You will know. You will feel it in your bones. You are not alone, but you are of the underworld. You are of the night. And no matter how close to the light you get, you will always be such. You are balanced. You've reached a place of fulfillment. It's coming. You've reached a place of evolution. It's here. You've reached a place of revolution. It's upon us. And it requires you to take flight, to ascend consciously. It is not happening to you. It's happening because of you. You are the cause. You are the rising of the energies. It is you. It really is that simple. There is no stopwatch. There is no one watching and waiting, for they know that you know the time, you will know the place, you will know the way for your flight, your ascension, your self-revolution. We have been in darkness for so long. We have become the inky black shadows of night. We have become their friends and family. They are home. but we are called to the light once more. To balance what must always be balanced. My dear, you must take flight. For you know the way. Just you, your way, your timing. It's your magic, your frequency, your field. Your block is you, your inability to accept, that you indeed know, that you indeed have come very far. And it's time for you to accept your power, your place, and your purpose, and stop living in denial. Because you were born for this. You were called to this. It's a choice. You have the ability to rise. You have the ability to manifest light from within, to light up the night. As you rise, there are those who cannot light up the night that will ascend with you. Those that don't belong in the dark, but they were placed there. This one. The mirror, escaping my own image, and water, how you feel. You must accept who you are. Radical self-acceptance in all of your perfection and imperfection. To keep going. You have lived in the mirror of self, in this purgatory, in this apocalypse. You have seen the truth of yourself. Grab your crown. Understand what you have been through. A lot of you have the ability to help other people because you have been through the planes of suffering, the many levels of suffering, and you are coming out the other side. And in order to ascend, you now have to pull back and realize that you have completed what was set before you. And now it's time to rise up. It's time to accept that you have, on some level, you have mastered an aspect of yourself. You have become more fully who you are. You are more authentically you. And you have learned so much. You transmute that into wisdom. Understanding that the person you are today is much different than the person you were then. You have grown. And you need to be proud of yourself. If no one else is. Recognize how wonderful you are. Give yourself a level up cake. I'm always down for cake, y'all. And then allow and receive these ascension energies, because they'll come in. And somehow you will start to see things kind of shift. It might be people being nicer to you. It could be you get a raise, or you move, or you find the love of your life, or you start your business, or your business really takes off. It could be a lot of things, but it's for you. You did the work, right? Some of you cast the spell, you did the prayer, you did the chant, you did the dance, you did the drumming, whatever. And you did the work. And honestly, I think some of you were like, it's not going to pan out. It's fine. It's fine. Because I kind of like what I do, whatever this is. And that's okay. I accept the way things are. Boom. Accepting the way things are. Powerful and very hard to do. It takes a level of mastery to constantly being in a state of acceptance. It takes a level of mastery to kind of always be there. Like, I accept my life as it is. I accept the way things are. Because when you do this, that's when things start to really move in powerful ways. When you accept the way things are, you accept yourself. You accept your accomplishments. I think you guys have a hard time feeling proud of yourself, feeling good about your accomplishments. I think you're very bashful. I think it's because of the way you were treated, probably as a kid. You know, somehow there's some kind of shame around you accomplishing anything. And that's sad, because you should be very proud of yourself. I'm so proud of you. I'm very proud of you. I really am. I want you to know that. What you did was super hard. It was so difficult. And you made it look easy. And you even sometimes made it look fun. But you did it. You stayed in there. And here we are. It feels bittersweet though, doesn't it? Because it was so painful. Yeah, I know it's hard to celebrate things like that. But you made it through a major cycle or pattern or something, okay? And now is a jump off point. Now is an act of faith where we leap towards the ascension, the next level, the evolution of self, and we allow it to just manifest. Accept where you are. You have transitioned into a different state of your being. You're not the same person. And it can bring a lot of beautiful awarenesses in your life, and it can also bring a lot of painful ones. But whatever it brings in the long run will be good for you. It will be where you're aligned to be. It will be a place that no one can take from you because it's meant for you. It's yours. We have conflict, competition, oppressors, the beast. We have harmony, acceptance, patience. Okay. You are going to have to be more patient with yourself about the things that are really difficult for you. You're going to have to, this acceptance thing takes time. You get impatient with yourself about things. Here's acceptance right here. Acceptance and patience. It yields harmony. That's what it feels like. You may be worried about how will you compete against other people? How will it turn out? That's faith. You leave it to faith. So far, faith and work and doing the shit has brought you this far. Do you think they're going to drop you now? No. We're not done yet. Okay? You got to have faith though. Let it carry you. Accept that it's here for you and let it carry you. Okay? Because there's balance coming in, but you got to be patient with yourself, with the process. You owe yourself that. Patience will help you move some of this more dense energy. If you have this, if you feel this going on, it will help you move it. The worry, the grief about work, about any area of competition. Be patient, okay? It's all going to work out. All right, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. I really enjoyed doing this one for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.